Hi there folks, it's Jonathan Denwood from WP-Tonic here, and in this video I'm going to give you some insights, information about choosing the right hosting for your membership or learning management system powered website. Making the wrong choice here can really affect your experience and about the outcomes that you're seeking. At WP-Tonic we've got a ton of experience in this area. I'll be back in a few moments, folks.
This podcast episode is brought to you by Lifter LMS, the leading learning management system solution for WordPress. If you or your client are creating any kind of online course, training-based membership website, or any type of e-learning project, Lifter LMS is the most secure, stable, well-supported solution on the market. Go to lifterlms.com and save 20% at checkout with coupon code podcast20. That's podcast20. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Coming back, folks. So you're looking to build your membership, your learning management system powered website on WordPress. A great choice. Gives you the most flexibility, the most control over your membership business. Just totally the right decision. But choosing the right hosting partner for your membership website is really important. The wrong decision could be really a time waster. So what are some of the key things you got to know? Now, there is a lot of choice when it comes to hosting, when it comes to WordPress, and there's a lot of different price points. Now, if you're looking at a small business brochure website to promote their small service or retail business in their town, city, I think good quality WordPress hosting can be between $20 and $30. There's a lot offered a lot lower. I don't think even if you've got a small brochure site, you're going to get a fantastic experience. You're going to be nickeled and dimed to death, in my opinion. And really, the hosting is not going to be fantastic. Now, when it comes to a membership website, I think anything below $20, your initial experience is going to be fine. You know, when you're building out your website, everything's going to look really fast and reasonably speedy. But when you get your first 2 or 3 students all logging in at the same time, it's going to be a bit of a disaster. And why is that? Well, most hosting providers, and there's nothing wrong with this if it's used in the right circumstance, utilizes what is called caching. At WP-Tonic, we use caching, and there's nothing wrong when it's utilized for front-loading pages that people will not have to sign in to view content on or interact with your website. But if caching is utilized for what I've just outlined, it's going to be a bit of a disaster. And a lot of the cheaper hosting providers out there, they cache their websites to death. And they really are not suitable when you're trying to build a membership or community website on WordPress. Now, if you're looking to do that and you're looking to get your initial 20, 30, 40 students, anything between, let's say, $30 to $55 to $70 per month should do the job for you. That should be hosting that's on the cloud. Hosting over the last 5 to 6 years has dramatically changed. Most of the more better providers, which I'm going to outline in this video, use cloud hosting. What is cloud hosting? Well, before new technologies appeared, most hosting was split into, let's say, 3 buckets. You had shared hosting, you had virtual private hosting, and you had dedicated hosting. Shared hosting is really in the title. You had a server, and that would be cut up into different sectors, and you could have 50 websites, 100 websites, 1,000 websites on that particular server. All those websites would share the same resources of that server. With virtual private, you would have a number of websites. They would not be sharing all the same resources. Resources would be cut up to each website. You, the resources would be of that server, but you would be walled, you protected a little bit then from the shared hosting experience. And then the dedicated server, you would have all the resources of that server. Well, this is completely changed. All the three that I've outlined is still utilised and utilised a lot by the cheaper hosting providers, especially shared hosting. Now, when it comes to cloud hosting, you have what is called droplets, which has some of the characteristics of virtual private hosting, but it's much more sophisticated. It can vary depending on the demands of that particular website, and its response to those demands can be much quicker and versatile. Now, this kind of setup with a modern managed WordPress hosting experience that doesn't use cPanel, it uses a more customized environment for you, is going to be much more powerful and much more reliable. What are some of the providers out there that you should be looking at? Well, you should be looking at WP-Tonic. That's what we provide. We provide cloud hosting, we utilize Vultr, and we provide some of the best WordPress plugin technology that's all fully licensed and it's provided as a part of your hosting package. We're one of the few providers that do that, and we only specialize in membership and community websites. Another provider that's really good is WP Engine. That is a really legit provider. Starts at around 55, goes to 70, $80. WP-Tonic, we start at 35. Kinster is another good provider. Another provider is Cloudways, bit more technical, really aimed at the WordPress professional rather than the business owner type. So I wouldn't fully recommend it if you haven't got a certain degree of technical knowledge. Another good provider is Rocket.net. They've built a good reputation. They start at around 35, but the one that they push is around $60 a month, but they're a pretty good provider as well. Conversio is another good provider, bit more expensive, but if you've got a slightly larger membership learning management setup, you're going to be quite happy with them. Pagely, they're owned by GoDaddy, but they're the more premier side. That's why they market as a separate company. They start at around $100, but you get really good hosting for that. So I think anything between 35 and 55 to start off your membership learning management website, you're gonna get a decent provider. Now, I could go into a lot more detail here, but I don't want this video to be too long. I've written an article. You'll find the link in the video description underneath, folks, where I go into everything you need to know in even more detail with a couple other videos that goes into everything. Now, if you found this video useful, can you give us a like, folks? I would really appreciate that. And if you can subscribe to the channel, that really does show YouTube that I'm doing something right. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.